up? What up? Marv is here talking to himself, talking about hockey, talking about me being late. You you were early. I was a little bit late. Also, shut up. I had to go get garbage pizza. Steve's here. Oh, Steve's here and Matt's here and Marv left because he's late. I'm out. Got my garbage pizza because sometimes you just need to put something in and it doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Sometimes they can't even cut the garbage pizza like decently. What's up, everybody? The box you made was the last video was nice. Thank you. Thank you. Gretchen has it. Hi, Gretchen. In my head, this actually started an hour ago, so you're technically an hour late. What? There's something wrong going on in your head. Turn on live chat. Hey, Matt's got my back. Heard people saying things that I'm missing? Wood Turner's thing was great. Saw Larissa Huff's ice cream sandwich box in person. Oh, cool. Jay Hostetler's trees. I think I know him. Well, I don't know him, but I think I know who that is. Oh, garbage pizza day. Not even not even the mediocre pizza like the Domino's that I usually get. It's like the whatever is sitting in the warmer thing at Little Caesars. Because sometimes you just need to fill it with something that resembles food, like that your system thinks is food, at least for a bit. For value, $8 or whatever it was for the pizza, and it's a food type product that my system will say, okay, thank you for pizzaing. I had a ham and pineapple from Domino's a few minutes ago. Hey, that would have been better. So I show up and he's chewing. Oh, I just started chewing, my friend. That was the first piece. That was the first piece. You want to go for a bit and then come back? How did I know Marv would be a pineapple pizza guy? I don't know how you knew that. I don't think I knew that. I would have assumed there would be some vegetables involved. I would have assumed more of a like peppers. I don't think mushrooms, but like maybe peppers and the pineapple fits. Maybe mushrooms. Yeah, peppers and mushrooms, and like more of a supreme, like a meat, but not multi meats, and then some vegetables and some pineapple. Yeah, that fits. Bought a few items. Trent Bosch asymmetrical tool rest. The little hollow calipers. Discount was too good on CBN. Wheels from Woodturner's Wonders. Under the budget. Hey, he came out under budget. That's good. Extra pineapple, red pepper, and mushrooms. Hey, all right. Mike B also had pineapple pizza. I'm just having the cheap garbage. Like I literally said, what's ready to go? And they said we got pepperoni, we got ham and pineapple. I didn't get the ham and pineapple. We got pepperoni, ham and pineapple, and crazy bread. And I was like, you just give me the pepperoni. I got a show to do. Anyone says they don't like it, it's just after attention. It wasn't a dispute like 5 years ago. I don't. I think anybody that is adamantly against pineapple on pizza is probably just doing it for attention. Just don't eat it. Like, fuck off. Just don't have the pineapple on your pizza. That's fine. You don't have to be like anti people putting pineapple on pizza. Like, I don't want lots of stuff on my pizza, but I'm not going to get mad at other people putting it on their pizza. That's stupid. Matt had pizza for lunch. Oh, but he had good pizza. It's not the numbing, it's the slurpy chirp. Slurp. Pineapple on pizza is fine, but I don't seek it out. Yeah, I mean, if I have the choice, like if people put all of the pizzas, you go to a buffet pizza thing, I'm not going to go to the pizza that has the pineapples on it. But if that's a pizza that's sitting there and there isn't one that I want better than that, I'll eat the pineapple on that pizza. I don't care. Pineapple is a good fruit. It's an okay fruit. I will eat it if it's on a pizza. I will eat it with a mouse. I will eat it in my house. I will eat it here and there and everywhere, but it would not be my first choice. I think is how that goes. Pretty sure that's how the book goes. With the fighting, what? The fighting, Marv, I was there with thousands of elderly and parents with babies, tons of dogs. What are we? Fighting are we talking about? Who's fighting? Who's fighting babies and dogs? What? I don't know what's happening. People are fighting babies and dogs. It was a targeted, politically motivated assassination. Today? I was at work. I don't have any information. I was at work all day. I got off work. I came, I set up the show, and I set it to go, and then I went and got a pizza and came back. LJ Woodworks. You meant this tape. Jesus. I got pizza sauce on my face. Oh, geez. Okay, we're not going to get into political and things, but People should not be shooting babies and dogs or whatever. Would you rather fight 1,000 dog-sized babies? Ooh, dog-sized babies. Aren't, depending on the dog, aren't babies already dog-sized? One baby-sized dog. I will take the baby-sized dog. One. I will absolutely take baby-sized dog. Why am I fighting the dog? I don't want to fight the dog. Or the babies. I mean, that's like a lot of hypotheticals. Either way, it's bad. I don't know, why am I fighting for my life? Is the baby-sized dog trying to kill me? Why am I fighting 1,000 anythings? Like, am I being attacked by 1,000 small dogs? I don't think I would win. Are the baby-sized dogs just trying to play? And then I don't have to fight them and we can just play and roll around? There's more information required. Because I will play with the 1,000 small dogs and just roll around and like wrestle and stuff. But I hope the baby-sized dogs are baby dogs also, and not just like adult small dogs. Because those are shit. Adult dogs that aren't bigger than babies are just terrible. They might as well just... I almost... No. Everybody can have... You can like small, full-size dogs if you want. I don't. If a dog isn't going to grow to be significantly larger than a baby, I don't want it. Mike, I'm going to eat my pizza again. You don't want to fight a chihuahua, trust me. I don't want to fight anything. Not really into fighting. I didn't even really fight that much when I was in hockey. Once in a while, but like, not really a fighter. Thanks for the heads up, that's fine. Just, you like you were raised inside? No. Come to my show and tell me how to eat. You got headphones on? Like, is it really... 114 decibels at the start of the game in Edmonton tonight. That does not surprise me. Would you prefer that I came to your house and told you how to eat? I would prefer if you mind your damn business. Yeah, you come to my house, tell me how to eat. We'll see if I'm gonna fight. I would rather fight one full-size human trying to tell me how to eat than all of the baby-sized dogs. Or whatever. And Marv, The reason I was late, well, my fault for not having foresight, but I decided to go get the cheap, crappy pizza, and I thought I had enough time, and I would have if Little Caesars also wasn't a stupid Pepsi establishment. So I got my pizza, and I couldn't get my pop there because Pepsi can suck it. So I had to stop somewhere else. And get my Coke Zero because I'm trying not to as much sugar. If stupid Little Caesars didn't have stupid Pepsi, I would have been on time. Got my CBN wheels from them. I only have the one CBN wheel. You guys rocking two? Like one on either side of a grinder? I only got the one. I talked to robust one-way Raycon people, and they all said to email them, and they'll set me up. With what? What are they setting you up with? How much is a 2-liter soda from a pizza place now? I don't know. I didn't get this from a pizza place. I got it from the corner convenience store. And right now they're actually cheap. They're 2 for $5. If I'm getting a 2-liter pop from the pizza place, probably only ever going to get it from Domino's. And it's going to be one of those like bundles, like you get a cheese toast and a pop for $9 or whatever. I would never go to a pizza place to buy a pop or soda, if you like. But 2 for $5 at the corner shop right now. So that's pretty good. The 180 square and the 320 curved. Okay. I think I have the 180 square. It's the only one I have. Two-liter pop from pizza place is probably $5.99. Yeah, probably. $180 is curved, but I prefer the square. I don't actually. I've never used a rounded edged CBN. The speech to text really sucks. 2-liter pop is $5.99. Isn't that what you said before? I mean, you didn't have the decimal point, but $2.50 to $2.99 regular price at Walmart here. Yeah, well, I got 2 for $5, so they're $2.50. Coke said they're raising prices because of tariffs on aluminum are cutting into their profits. Why mother-in-law is now getting 7-Up instead of Sprite. Well, you tell her. Whatever. She can 7-Up Sprite. Yeah, okay, whatever. Coke versus Pepsi, though? I'll take a 7-Up or a Sprite. I don't... Whatever. I'm not going to drink a Pepsi if I could get it. Even the not as good Coke is better than the best Pepsi. I like tap water. It's not fizzy, but it suits my personality. Because you're not sparkly? You could go either way, Coke or Pepsi. No. I 100% choose Sprite over 7-Up. Well, it's not... Okay, what we're talking about is not which one would you rather have. Because I will take a Sprite over a 7-Up for sure. But I will drink a 7-Up. Like, if the option is Pepsi, if I go to a place that serves Pepsi products only, I will get a 7-Up instead of a Pepsi. if I go to a place that only has Pepsi to drink, I probably will not get a drink. Remember Surge, ? No. Clearly Mike disagrees. If she doesn't like it, she can buy her own. I don't disagree. No, I agree with you. Pepsi sucks. Yeah, I mean, she should buy her own anyway. Why are you buying everybody's pops? Sure, if the option is to have one or don't, I'm never going to turn it down. Yeah. Well, I will absolutely turn down a Pepsi though. Like if I don't need it, like I'll drink I'll drink tap water with Marv instead of Pepsi. Usually buy the store brand soda. Big 8. I've never heard of Big 8. Sounds awesome though. Send me a Big 8. I've had RC Cola. RC Cola is a decent cola product. Haven't gotten a full refund from Raycon distributor, and I bought the stuff in March. Now I know when they are getting shipments, they'll honor the 15% discount. I don't remember the story about the broken Raycon stuff. Sean McGill's here. I meant the other Mike. Oh, when you said that Mike disagrees. You got to be more specific. His name is Mikey B. Surge was a lemon lime pop in the 90s. I remember, what was it called? There was a lemon lime pop, not Surge though. It was kind of like Mountain Dew-ish. Mellow Yellow. I remember Mellow Yellow was kind of a Mountain Dew-ish kind of lemon limey pop. I hope I'm not just making that up. Like, I hope that's a real thing. Anyone here ever heard of Faygo? Is that another weird drink? She doesn't pay for anything except her doctor visits. She has the higher monthly income than the rest of us combined. Feels like there should be a sit-down discussion. Paying for the monthly doctor visits is ridiculous too. But I understand that the Americans. Missed last week's show. Kiddo's birthday kept me busy. Isn't that kid gonna have another one next year? Like, you gotta go to all of them? Now we're just naming car models. I'm a little bit behind in the chat. Hold on. They canceled all orders when they realized it would cost them too much. That's okay. Yes. Now I remember. I thought you were talking about like getting a refund on something that sucked. And I was like, I don't remember that. I do remember that they canceled orders and whatever. Mellow Yellow was store brand soda from Loblaws. Really? I don't think that's true. Mellow Yellow exists. Hey, does it still exist? Fiber hijinks. Faygo is from Michigan. They have this red pop. Okay. Jolt, I remember. Jolt was a thing. It had some kick to it. I've never heard of Afri-Cola, but I do know Jolt. 4 times the sugar and caffeine. Yeah. It had some go, for sure. One of my favorite beverages was a grapefruit soda called Wink. I would drink that. I do like grapefruit as a flavor. I would absolutely drink a carbonated grapefruit beverage called Wink. Put one of those in the box when you send my plane back. Pinnell, they make a pineapple. Speaking of pineapple and on pizza, and now we're talking about pops. Pinnell is in a place where they make pineapple pop, or he's near a place where they make pineapple pop. But they only make it for like one small market because those are the only people that want it, I guess. Coca-Cola Company makes Mellow Yellow in Australia. Oh, okay. We don't have it here anymore. I think Pittsburgh is the closest place. I know that that's not what that is. Crushed pineapple, that's right. They make it out in the east. I do believe Mellow Yellow is still for sale, but we drink Mountain Dew in this house. I don't drink either one. I do want to try a Mellow Yellow again and see if it tastes like my childhood. You know what I mean? The only thing I've heard of Faygo is the Juggalos spray it at ICP concerts. Really? That's the brand that the Juggalos spray? It's a sentence that I said. Wink is made by Canada Dry. Oh. Makes sense. ICP is from Detroit. I believe you. Sure Mountain Dew sells better than either Pepsi or Diet Pepsi? I don't think it probably does. Pepsi is like, a lot of people like Pepsi. Pineapple Crush only made at the Pepsi bottling plant in St. John's, Newfoundland. And you refuse to send me any. I want a bottle of the Pineapple Crush, and I want a bottle of whatever you said that other pop was. Magic 8 or whatever it was. Don't know why I know that fact about Faygo. Well, I don't know why I know lots of things. There's lots of just information, and it's remember Bacchus, like however the hell I knew that. I need to repair the tendons on this little table, but it turns out the best way is to get a plane and create little round slivers to line the tenons. Wonder where I could find a plane. You could find a plane at a woodworking store. You know what else you could do? Instead of getting a plane, to make slivers of wood to line the tenon of that thing so that it fits tight again, just go to a place that sells commercial veneer on a roll and just get a foot of just random commercial veneer. You can get it like with adhesive back. You like peel or heat or whatever, just adhesive back commercial veneer, slice it, stick it on. In the South, I never see Mountain Dew. If you would have told me that you needed a piece of veneer, I got a box of like walnut veneer laying around. I could have thrown a piece of in the. Can't get Pineapple Crush in Halifax. Yeah, well, the next like 2 weeks from now, when you go on another vacation. In the South, I never see Mountain Dew. In my area, every place has it. Restaurants and gas stations. Yeah, we get Mountain Dew here, but we don't get Mellow Yellow anymore. Used to be a thing. Like, it was all over the place. The little tiny curl looked so perfect. Yeah, I mean, it's way cooler. And if you want an excuse to go buy a hand plane, I'm not going to tell you not to. But way cheaper to get like a square foot of like adhesive back commercial veneer or something. You need walnut veneer. Yeah, Tyler Peterson will hook you up with a box of walnut veneer so that I feel even less special about the fact that he gave me a box of walnut veneer. I don't the to fix the table. I don't the to fix the table. Till I had already received the box from you. I get it. But I'm just giving you another solution. You don't need to make the shaving to line the tendon. You can just buy. I smiled when I remember you saying you added the mods training to the 2025 calendars. Yeah, he's a jerk. Send an email to a veneer manufacturer and say that you're a large cabinet shop and you want some samples. Yeah, trying to figure out what veneer we should buy, like a couple hundred rolls of. Can you just send some to like as grain samples? If you want to be a terrible person with no morals or ethics, you'd be a liar, go through your life lying to people like a terrible. Tell me more about working with Douglas fir. No, it's garbage. Don't do it. That's all I'm going to say. Don't ever. It's shit. Totally going to make some spoons. Make some spoons. Some spatulas, some spoons. Happy Father's Day tomorrow to those here who that applies to. Thinking about a turn and burn 1,000-kilometer drive to go see my dad. Do it up. Rip down to Kamloops. It's a nice drive. You got to admit, that is a nice drive. Gonna go listen to the game and hope for another comeback. Oh, they need another comeback? I've given up. Like, it's when you're an Oilers fan or a Riders fan or a Cardinals fan, you just kind of accept that, like, even when they get close, you probably should expect to be disappointed. Oh. But bye for now, Marv. Only 5 small tenons. That's a weird number. How do you have 5 tenons on a table? That's weird. The best part of that spoon video was you going out to the beach to sand it, right? I was like, it's a nice day. All I got to do is sand these things and oil them. I'm going to go sit down. And it gave me something, you know how sometimes you just need to just let your brain for a bit. And so that's what I did. I was there, I filmed for I don't know, 30 seconds of the time that I was there, but I was there for an hour. Just sanding. It's funny, at one point I giggled a little bit because I thought about what this might look like from people walking by. Because I'm sitting on a piece of driftwood on the beach and I'm sanding these spatulas and spoons in my lap. And I had a laugh. That was a pretty box you made. I agree with your decisions on it. Thank you. I was very close a couple of times to doing more, but I thought the simplicity and just the let it, like I said in the video, like just letting the wood do the singing. And I don't think it needed like decoration. Didn't have 27 minutes, but I did look at the thumbnail. When's the last time you actually watched one of my... It's like the worst. He's the worst. Gonna start using 1.25 times speed or higher. Well, thanks for messing with my... It's a half moon table with 3 legs and 1 little stretcher. Okay. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm still getting like 8. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I believe you that you have 5 tenons that you need to. I think adding stuff to the inside might have flocked. Oh, I get it. No, it was going to be fabric liner like the jewelry boxes were. And I was going to do a little bit of like decorative inlay in a contrast in like maple or something just around some of the corners. Maybe even just like dowels, like a couple of different size dots of maple dowel in the corners just to like as a little pop. But I liked all of the wood involved, and I was like, don't pull focus. Is perfect. See? If Gretchen thinks it's perfect, then it's perfect, because that's who it was for. I watched a video once. Oh, I know what's coming next. He's going to put the link in. He's so predictable. Yeah, see? And I know for a fact that he's watched more than one video because he's definitely watched pork chops and he's definitely watched French onion soup. It's like the only compliment I've ever gotten from Chris Pennell was when he made the French onion soup for the first time. And he'd never had French onion soup. And he made it. And he was like, damn, where has this been all my life? Use that scrap Paduke for pen blanks. It's only 1/2 inch thick. And I make Paduke pens all the time. All the time. Probably the 3rd most turned pen that I make. Walnut Sapele Paduke. Probably. It's one of the options that my students get. Cherry, walnut, cherry, Sapele, Paduke are the 4 options that I bring to every pen turning class. Good morning, Northern Peeps. Good morning to you, also, Southern Peep. It's not morning. It's not tomorrow. Don't care what you say. Mike, do you ever make 2-piece pen blanks, like 2 different kinds of wood laminated together? I have. I made maple Paduke as a pen blank. I've made multiple different strips put together. I've made... trying to think if I've ever done like a skewed one, like my bottle stoppers, where I cut them out on an angle out of a strip of strips. I mean, the answer is yes. I have made multi-wood pens. Been making our own pizzas recently. Nice. Grocery store sells pizza dough ball and sauce. Hey, there you go. But if you're lazy and you don't care, and you want basically garbage, is your bandsaw a Rikon? My bandsaw is Rikon. 10326. I think all the Jet, Grizzly, Rikon, and whoever is similar. Yeah, Rikon lives in a nice place in the market in terms of quality for price. Like the value is good, I think, on Rikon as a company. I would put Laguna in there in terms of sort of like the quality per dollar. Gonna chunk you a few blanks. Is it gonna be mesquite? It would. I would expect nothing less. If there were, I would be very surprised if you sent me a box of anything and it didn't have some random scraps that I could make into pens. Thin strip in the middle is sharp on a pen. I think. Do I have one in here? No. No. I have a. I have a maple leaf twist pen from actually pretty early on that is maple on both sides and a Paduke strip in the middle, and it's black titanium maple leaf hardware. That's pretty slick pen. I like making pen blanks using wood and aluminum pop cans. Hey, that would be interesting. Takes a bit to make them, but they turn out really cool. Use CA. Yeah, well, wood glue wouldn't work, but yeah, CA would work. Epoxy would work. Is this box actually a shipping container? It's not. It's not that big. We're just. I mean, I am hoping that it has a Telecaster in it, but. I think Laguna is a tiny bit higher. Yeah, I think so as well. But I mean, it's in the bracket. Remember that time that Paul sent you a moose poop blank and you never turned it? I do. It's still in a box. He said, I have no exaggeration. I have probably 60 pen blanks from Paul. On top of the ones that I've already done. I'm trying to send him a set of templates. Trying to find a correct size box. Just add a Telecaster, and then you can just send it in a guitar box. Key Electronics is here. How are you crushing or flattening soda cans? What orientation? I saw crushed vegetable cans inside wood balls. Nah. Multiple people had them. You see the smooshed edges through the openings. I imagine he just cuts little squares of them out, and then he just laminates the little squares of them into... All the mods are here. Oh, look out! Is there a vid of you making a pen blank? Me? I just rip chunks of wood into strips. When I make pen blanks, I just grab a chunk of scrap and I just rip it on the table saw or the bandsaw or whatever so that it's approximately square around the sides. And then I cut it to length. There's no... You send the templates as a PDF. Then I gotta do work, get somebody to actually like do it. And and then I have to talk to Tyler. I don't want to have to do that. I mean, I could probably find somebody else with a CNC machine, but cut strips and laminate lengthwise. Yeah, okay. Cut all kinds of designs. Aluminum is very flexible. How about turning one? I have many videos of me turning pens. Yeah, there's more than a few videos that have me turning pens in them. One is, see, if I had decent moderators, they could put links in the chat, but I don't. Because one of them's a dick and the other ones haven't been trained. So I have a video called, like, how much stuff can I make in 2 weeks for a market? Terrible video name. And I make some pens in that. I think I have making my first pens is a video where I make a batch. It was like way back at the beginning. I've done them on lots of live shows. The templates I made them are 1/2-inch Baltic birch. Hey! Except the next MDF. Oh! Oh, there's links. Oh, but are they actually? Or did they go through the training and now they're also just putting like pork chop videos up? Do we get to guess who is the dick? You go, sure. Say, one of my moderators, whenever he shares a link, he thinks it's hilarious for it to always be the same one. And he doesn't watch my videos that I put a lot of time and effort into making. He used to turn pens every week on the live show and give them to Beckham. he did win a fair number, you know. We used to turn pens on the show all the time, but it was when I was doing the show on days when I wasn't working most of the time, so I wasn't already super tired, and B, I was drinking. So, and D, I think I'm on. I had a functioning lathe in the shop. I still got to get the bearings done. Maybe this week, maybe not. Probably not. Got to finish this stupid box. The stupid box. The stupid box, at least, is like it has its lid, and then the lid and the box themselves have been edge banded. So it's literally at this point, it's just hinges and magnets and finish. But yeah, you actually have hair in that video? Not much, I don't think. You can cut it multiple times, add as many strips as I. Yeah, that'd be just like a chaos blank of aluminum and wood. That'd be cool. Now that he stopped drinking, he can't use power tools. It's not safe. You know what's more fun than finding older videos where Mike has a lot of hair? I don't think Mike ever had a lot of hair in his videos, but I get you. Finding photos of Mike without a beard. There are some of those in the world. Or with at least very short beard. There are very few photos of me without any beard. After I always had some form of beard for the last probably 20 years, except for the one Halloween costume. And maybe another time, but always at least like a goatee type something. I don't want to keep eating this. I want to keep eating it, but I don't want to keep eating it. I've seen a couple of it. Mike's musings in the Campbell River mirror. That headshot. Was that clean shave? Maybe at one point I might have been for a headshot with the paper. But it was just the same photo. Like, I mean, the photo was taken and then they just used that all the time. It wasn't like I got a new headshot every week when I had to call them. Like, that'd be stupid. This is your poor mother? You watch what you say about my mother. I don't know what we're talking about. The one where I was Peter Mansbridge is probably my favorite beardless Mike photo. Because I actually like shaved like the rest of this so that I had the Peter Mansbridge and then dyed it white and shaved and put on a suit. I don't know if non-Canadians know who Peter Mansbridge is. Not a very strong jaw. You're not going to have a strong jaw. I don't know. I only fight baby-shaped dogs. Or what? Baby-shaped dogs. I have shaved my beard off twice in 49 years. I have no clue who Peter is. Peter Mansbridge? Well, that's okay. It makes sense. Paul probably does have a titanium jaw. I have a bunch of staples holding this chunk of my jaw together. Kind of miss hearing Peter on the radio. Yeah, or like back back when I had TV and watched the National. I'm gonna have a smokerette. I'm gonna stop eating this. I keep looking at it like I'm gonna keep eating it, and I do want to because I am still hungry, but it's not good, and I've had enough for now. I do have peanut butter pretzels from the Henry Christopherson Anderson Pretzel Company. What's everybody else been up to this week? I got the lid chopped off this box and I got the edge banding done. And then I made a video. And I did a bunch of adulting nonsense. Mikey B came over on Monday and we took my backyard down to like a reasonable length. We did a lot of work back there. And a little bit on the side. And then I had to do some other worky stuff. And then and then Tuesday, I found out that Gretchen got her box. So I started in on the edit of that to try and push that through. I had a neighbor that had been married for 50 plus years, and when they told him he would have to shave his beard for cancer surgery, for cancer, I imagine cancer surgery would be for cancer. He told them to figure out how to do it. figure out how to do the cancer surgery without shaving my beard? Okay. What do you pay for the pretzels? I believe this guy's about 13 bucks. Canadian dollars for 1.56 kilograms of peanut butter pretzels, which in American is approximately 6 George Washington elbows worth. I believe you guys would measure this in George Washington's elbows. And there was 6 of them in there. Work for me has been kind of insane. I haven't had much time to even enter my shop for anything more than just moving stuff around. It happens. It happens. Sucks, but I get it. I installed a charger over switch on my switchboard for a generator hookup. I don't know what a charger over switch is, but good for you. $20 here, 20 bucks, 20 Australian dollars is, so that's, I don't know what that is in Canadian dollars. Cheaper goat tokens. Yeah, well, I paid $13 worth of goat tokens for it. 13 or so. Sometimes they're more. I think when they go on sale for a few bucks off, they're about 13. I think normally they're about 17, maybe. I don't know. You look it up. I'm not going to do your research for you. Do your own research on how much the pretzels are. I think this week when I went, they were $13.95 or something. I believe that's approximately 1/38,000th of a Cadillac. That makes about as much sense as everything else they measure shit in down there. With their stupid green money made out of paper. And it's all green. 20 Australian dollars is 1764. Okay, so we're in the same neighborhood. They got to come from a lot further away to get to you, though. So that's maybe a little bit extra. How are the blind people supposed to tell which money is which when all of their money is green? Did you say the word question mark? And it didn't. Just type your words, man. Like, why you gotta say them into the thing and then check to see if it got them right? You literally said the word question mark and it got it wrong, and then you sent it. If I sent you a hybrid blank, yep. Would you be willing to turn it? Sure. I think you've done that before already, haven't you? Like I said, I've got like 60 blanks from you, my friend. But sure. I still got to do the sea critters. Remember the sea critters? Our money has Braille on it as well. Yeah. And it's different colors. You just open your wallet and you know exactly. Well, they're usually all blue because I'm not rich. So most of the time they're blue when I go in my wallet. But sometimes there's a green one or a purple one. My hands are busy working on the tiny truck stuff. I don't want to have to pick up my phone and type on the stupid tiny keyboard every time. I get it, but it's hilarious that you said the word question mark and it typed out question mark and then you sent it. Yes, but those are flowers. I know, but it's funnier that way. Because remember when I opened the box and I was like, well, this one's got like a bunch of little sea critters or something in it. And everybody had a good laugh because I'm ignorant. Like, clearly this guy has no idea. It's cute you think the U.S. government cares about blind people. I'm not sure the U.S. government cares about anybody, to be honest. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Cancer sucks. I agree. I remember buying something with that green money and wondering why I got so much back in change. You spent one of the green ones? And they gave you a purple one and a blue one and some tokens? Well, it depends how much the thing was that you bought, I guess. It's actually the fault of the tiny keyboard that I typed question mark. I was partway through deleting and my finger hit send. Hits end. Has anything changed with the current project queue? Nope. Still same. Box is going to be done. Hopefully the box will be done tomorrow. I just need to final sand and throw the hinges on it and get it up on the wall. Make the cleat and throw it up on the wall. The box is probably done tomorrow. And then I'm getting back into the wall cabinet with the doors and door and drawers of the wall cabinet. And then it's on to McGill's base. I'm gonna make my first cello. Kind of. Wifey and I are planning a trip up your neck of the woods either next year or the year after. Cool. Spending several days in Seattle area, so we'll try to take a ferry to Vancouver Island. Right on, man. That'll be cool. Nope. Yeah, it's a good list. The base, The cabinet, to finish the cabinet, and then the base. Maybe I want to finish the guitars, and McGill wants me to finish my guitars before I make his bass, probably because it'll make me better at making guitars if I do a couple more first before I make his bass. So maybe those will slip in ahead of the bass. Just get those finished. And at some point, relatively soon, I got to change the bearings on my lathe. It's not really a project, but... And then... Yeah, that's enough for right now. Because something else will end up coming up and it'll slide in front of something. She wants to go to Canada. Told her British Columbia is not really Canada. Okay, more like Northern Washington. No, Washington is more like Canada. You got that backwards. It's a funny kind of alchemy. Build a bass and it transforms. I'm gonna make a bass guitar. I'm gonna leave my house. And I'm gonna come back and it's gonna be a cello. Two cabinets, paint, stain, and the fancy ones. No, this is not getting paint or stain. It's just I'm just gonna slap some clear on it and throw it up on the wall. Well, you were here on the island. Please take the opportunity. It sounded like a tour guide. Please take the opportunity to look at the water from the rocks, or perhaps look at the rocks from the water, or look at the rocks above from the water. From the water? What? Some views of the rocks and water may be obstructed by trees. Yeah, but if you're trying to look at the trees, then some of the rocks and water are in the way. I didn't have my smoke yet. Friend Jax had a funny comment on the video when I was sanding on the beach. He's like, somebody stole all your guys' sand. Like, and then I think I said something about, yeah, it was probably Australians, a bunch of criminals. The high up one to hold your canned supplies. That's this one. The canned supplies. My lacquers and spray paints. Be sure to watch out for the cougars. No, not those cougars. Those ones too, but... I was going to say, in today's video for Gretchen's box, the lighting is so good. Camera settings in combination with lights. There's no camera settings, my friend. But I appreciate it. There were a few new spots that I put the camera when I was making that. I think that was the first time since well, no, spoons, never mind. I was going to say, I think that was the first time that I used the bandsaw in that location in a video. But the spoons, I did that. Yeah. Went to Michigan a few weeks ago, and she met my manager. He's the first person I work with that she's met. His remarks were, she's tiny. 5'2", $110. That's pretty small. That's pretty small. We have so much sand, we have to make the largest sand islands in the world. Yeah, and then you come here and you steal ours off our beaches. That's why you have so much, because you're just a bunch of criminals. You go around the world stealing everybody's sand. Like you don't have enough. Like you're some kind of billionaire. It's just hoarding the resources. Gotten hooked on listening to Mitch Tambo. I don't know who that is. This is a little off subject. There's no subjects here, my friend. We go all over the place. I'd like to thank you for turning me on to Veritas Plains. You're welcome. Just received my first one and it is amazing. Yeah. Because they're awesome. We were just talking about Veritas Plains, was it last week? And we were counting how many I have. 1, 2, 3. That one's not mine. That one's not mine. 2, 3, 4. That one is Lee Valley, but it's not Veritas. Yeah, Veritas Plains are the shit. Oh, so I had this dream this week. I don't know. I told Tim about it because I want him to throw in an extra iron. Because he just got extra plane parts and stuff. It's like, hey, you got an extra Fatty Fat McFatterson iron? Because I had a dream that I made a wooden jointing plane. And now I want to. And then in my dream, I was like, oh, that looks awesome. And then I realized shortly afterwards that it was actually like I was dreaming about a Scott Meek. Which is still cool that in my dream, I made a Scott Meek plane from scratch. So it wasn't a Scott Meek, it was a Mike's Wooden Things and stuff. But sold one complete set of my Stanley planes last month. Yeah, you sold the number 3 that I wanted too. Like a jerk. That was a while ago, though. That wasn't last month. That was a few months ago. Mitch Tambo is an Aboriginal Australian singer-songwriter and political activist. Oh, sweet. Mitch Tambo, hey? All right. I'll see if I can remember that. Send me a link in the Facebook or whatever. I'll check them out. Sent you a link. Okay, cool. Have you seen any good ways to sort of lathe tool rests? Holes in a board on the wall, slanted. Yeah, mine are in a drawer. I don't know that there's a good way, but holes in boards. Yeah, I guess. I don't know that off the top of my head, that I've seen any solutions to that and been like, that's clever. But I'm sure there is one. I'm sure there's a couple out there that I mean, I don't have a lot of extra tool rests, so I don't really need like a storage solution. I could use a better solution for my chucks and jaws and stuff, honestly. But yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day. It's not a high priority on the list. Hey, buddy, I think I seen on the Delan. I still don't know how to say that guy's name. I was going to be a guest, but then he had to cancel it because he was working. We were supposed to do one on Tuesday. Maybe even this past week. And we had it all set up and ready to go. And he was like, oh, I got called into work. So. Gretchen backsies. I see backsies from Gretchen. RJB Woodturner on YouTube has a wall-mounted system that he uses to store all his lathe stuff. Okay. I'm sure that Jacobson probably has something that would be worth looking at his wall as well. He's got a fair good wall of stuff. But I don't know if he's got videos on like making any of it. Mitch Tambo is reminding me of a high energy Krishna Das. Don't know that either. Cool. I definitely would check him out. Thought he mentioned it. I just didn't see it. Yep, it's because it got canceled. Because normally he does his on Thursdays. And I was like, I can't do Thursdays, my friend. Because he starts at 4 o'clock my time and I work till 5. And then even if he bumped it back until after work, usually I have band practice that night. So he was like, we can do Tuesday. I'm like, let's do Tuesday. And then he's like, oh, I got called into work. And that's the story again. I still haven't seen Gretchen's box. That was a inappropriate way to say that. Got halfway through the video before I had to pause for the live. You can finish it after. You have to start it again from the beginning, though, so that you get the whole story. It's important that you get the continuity of it because of its careful crafting of the plot and everything. Like, you really need to watch it from the beginning all the way through. Maybe one day. Yeah, we're gonna get it. We'll make it work. We'll reschedule at some point that works for everybody. Shame. It's not my fault. I usually blow through the bloopers parts of your videos because I see you here on the lives. It's fair. It's fair. Maybe she'd be, hey, why you gotta be? No, don't stop being weird. You guys, stop it. Family show or whatever. Gretchen's in the video. Right at the end, there's a little Gretchen. Just let me know if I need to. Yeah, careful. I got lots of moderators now, Mike. You watch yourself. I wasn't being weird. Yeah, well, I love the bloopers. The bloopers are a fun little thing for people who stick through to the end. I like putting them there. It's funny though because in my analytics you can see like where people drop off over time, and then right at the end there's always this bloop, and then it just because people think it's done when I do the like, hey, thanks for watching thing across, and everybody leaves, and then there's just this little bar down here of people that watched the end. I'm like, you guys, I mean, you made it. If you made it to there, just like you're missing out on some fun. Might have to go soon. Gonna go watch Spaceballs with the kiddo for the first time. That's fun. Yeah, that's cool. You can watch it after. Mike is getting big time. He has people. I don't know. I haven't seen Gretchen's rectangular shaped object for alarm for holding pieces of paper. Her fancy document box, because she's a fancy document kind of person. I recently did some quality video work for Mike as part of a segment upcoming. Some quality video work. He watched it and said maybe we can squeeze that into the bloopers at the end. First of all, Mike, he records some stuff to go in a video that we're working on, and he sends it to me, and it's all fucking vertical. I'm like, dude. Like, do you not know the format in which we work? Spaceballs 2 in 2028. I did see that that's a thing that's happening. Need to get one more movie out of Mel Brooks. Well, yeah, it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I appreciate you trying to help, but damn. Mel Brooks is epic. There, he's done some fun things. Yeah. You just have to rotate it 90 degrees. So yeah, we'll just flip it sideways. That'll be good. He's in the trailer talking and is optimistic. What is he like? 90? Mel Brooks is like he's got to be in his 90s. Somebody's going to put it up. He's got to be in his 90s. 98. I'm not sure how many more directorial efforts you've got at 98. But geez, he looked great in the teaser. I'm gonna have to check it out. If he looks good, I mean, as long as it's not like AI Mel Brooks. He'll be 99 the day after my birthday. It's a weird flex. He'll be 99 the day after my birthday. Well, you can't be. Yeah, I mean, you're only a couple years behind him, aren't you? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, Tim. You and Mel were in high school together, weren't you? Isn't isn't he isn't Mel Brooks the guy that your girlfriend took off across the country with in the covered wagon when she left you to go off homesteading? It's been a while. At least I still have my hair. Hey, I mean, it's just genetics. I don't have any choice in that. That's not a decision I get to make. I mean, I guess you didn't get to decide to be born in the 20s. So the funniest part to me, I know like I laugh at my own jokes all the time, but the funniest part to me about making fun of how old Tim is that he's like 4 years older than me. Or no, he's a little more than that, but not, I mean, he if he dies, they'll have to make the movie starring him and use a double to do his scenes, like Ed Wood with Bela Lugosi. Yeah. My hair is finally thinning on top, but I'm in my 60s. Yeah, balding, graying, whatever. These are not choices you get to make. My girl left for Texas, as did another girlfriend in high school. Well, Texas has a calling for some people, I guess. If you want to go to Texas. But at least it's not Oklahoma. Or where? Who was I ripping on? What state was I ripping on before? I mean, I've ripped on a lot of them. Ohio got it for a while. Arkansas, I think. Arkansas got like a whole show. Maybe not a whole show, but like a fair bit. We were talking about Arkansas Stones, and I was like, yeah, there's nothing good about Arkansas. Yeah. Was it Arkansas that you guys were like, yeah, it has a coast, and then it was called like Georgia? No, it's one of those states. You guys are like, yeah, it has a coast, and I was like, is it a little dangly? And then it got weird because it was like somebody had a typo, and then we had to go get some nut cream from Costco with goat tokens and stuff for the Alabama coast. That's what it was. This is a coast in Alabama. One of them lives in the same town as Paul Waltrip. And Gretchen has some kind of connection to Plano as well, I think. Yeah, there's a weird convergence of things in and around Plano, Texas. Oh, probably not going to do super long show tonight, but we'll see. Hard to believe a live went weird, right? This is usually such a well structured and organized, carefully curated and scripted endeavor, well controlled and things. Like the time that you were going to get sheets with my face on them. A friend of mine lives in Caddy. I'm going to guess also Texas. So, Mike, why would I send you a full Telecaster? I don't know. Why'd you send me a stabilized moose poop? I don't. You do things. You make fun of my tellies all the time. I know, because it's funny. Like they're awesome. I only make fun of them because it's funny. I have complimented your guitars many times privately. I'm never going to do it in public because that's not funny. Katy is a suburb of Houston. I believe you. Is Plano, Texas, where they make the tackle boxes? What don't they make in Plano, Texas? Mike, is the better question. It's where they make the Dallas Cowboys. That's where they make their football nonsense. That's a funny football team, that is. I don't understand. I do not understand why so many people are fans of the Dallas Cowboys. And they're weird. They're weird. They always are convinced that they're going to win the Super Bowl. And you haven't had a decent football team in like 30 years. Why do you always think that you're going to win the Super Bowl? Like, they're just delusional. Like, you need to have decent football players to win a Super Bowl, and you guys don't. All the time. It's the home of Frito-Lay, Plano, Texas, the home of Frito-Lay. And Tim's ex-girlfriend. Houston's weird. They have no zoning laws. What? No zoning laws? Have a sewer plant in the middle of McMansions. Really? They have no zoning laws. Like just industrial park and then residential neighborhood and then commercial development and then residential again. All like I just decide I want to do a steel manufacturing, so I just like throw it up in the middle of a neighborhood and they got to be fine with it. Like that's fucked up. Plano is not known for any manufacturing at all. They make chips. They make roads that drop off and start again 2 blocks over. Okay. The Dallas Cowboys have the innate ability to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory. That's true. They're not a good football team. It's funny. It's funny how many people think that they are going to be good all the time. And it's like, why would you think that? Like, be realistic. I like my football teams, but I am not going into any season expecting that they're going to be good. They don't have enough good football players. Frito-Lay didn't move there until the 80s. Oh, what did they do before that? What did Plano do? right now, just so everybody's aware, right now, what is happening on this show is we're talking about the lack of zoning restrictions in Houston, Texas. That's what we're talking about right now on the show. Just so you're aware. Like that's weird. It's like being a glass wall keeping in the chimpanzees. He's just like, yeah, we'll put up a factory and then we'll put up an apartment building and then we'll Frito-Lay corporate. Oh, where do they make this chips? Probably Houston. You can do anything in Houston. Plano was just a little town until Dallas got. Oh, Dallas grew into Houston or into Plano. Plano was its own little place, and then Houston just got too big, or Dallas. Dallas was just like a. We've had a few cities do that. I think most of the lower mainland of BC did that at one, but like it was Vancouver and Surrey and all the places were individuals, and then they just all kind of like grew together. I think Abbotsford, in fact, was like quite a ways away from Vancouver at one point. Now it's all. Houston stinks, literally. Oh, well, I guess it would if you could just let people do whatever they want. Houston is the largest city in the United States without traditional zoning laws, meaning there are no specific zones designated for residential, commercial, or industrial uses. Instead, the city uses ordinance codes to manage land use, focusing on property subdivision. So, hypothetically, I've got $1 billion or whatever, and I want to do for some reason, I want to do business in the United States. I don't know why I would want to do that, but say hypothetically I have $1 billion and I want to do business in the United States and I want to get into manufacturing. I just go to Houston and I'd be like, can I do it right there on the map? And they go, yes, because it's not disallowed. Like I buy the land and then I just start building my manufacturing. And then the neighbors are like, oh, damn, it happened again. And that's it. Have you seen the weird exit service road connection things in Texas? No. Pretty much. Okay, so you just show up in Houston and be like, you buy a chunk of land and just start doing whatever you want with it. That's fucked up. That's why I just call it all Vancouver. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of just like I just call it all the lower mainland. It's like Vancouver and Surrey and Burnaby and New West and Maple Ridge and Abbotsford and like right out to Chilliwack. It's all just it's the lower mainland. Houston has regulations that address how property can be subdivided. Okay. Regulations include criteria to protect neighborhoods from incompatible development, but not industrial manufacturing. Can't have a hotel, but you could smelt copper. Imagine exits made exclusively for trucks. Okay. Why can't the cars use them? Why? Like, can I not go on, like, if I was driving the Mazda, I couldn't take that exit because it's only for trucks? They have recovery plants and sewer plants. What's a recovery plant? The people come along and build giant expensive homes. Refinery. Okay. And why would you build a giant expensive home beside the sewer plant? Like what? Whatever. You can do you in Houston, I guess. Cars, that would be silly, right? Like, what does Paul do when he wants to take that exit on his motorcycle? He's like, oh, guess I gotta wait for the next one. The city uses ordinance codes to manage. Yeah. Regulations to protect neighborhoods from incompatible development. Incompatible. Your copper smelting facility is incompatible. But you did already start building it. So and it's gonna be worth $1 billion, so I bet it goes. Just in case anybody was wondering, though, just for the record, I'd like to make it clear. I am not building $1 billion copper smelting facility in Houston. Okay, just to get that out there. I don't want anybody coming back and saying like, hey, didn't you say that you were going to build a copper smelting facility? Just let's be clear. I don't want to be getting a phone call from the senator. I want to say probably like Ralph McGutcheon, saying like, you promised on your live show that you were bringing your copper smelting facility to Houston. I'm going to be like, I'm sorry, Senator McGuffin. It was a joke. Ralph McGutcheon. What did I say? I got another guy. Get out of here. Like, you're so stupid. There's a big ass door open right over there. I expect a copper themed base now. Well, I have to build a smelting facility first. So it's going to be a while. Copper and walnut themed base. I do like it. I like the idea. I can work with that. Copper and walnut base. Fretless. Obviously. Right? I think that's what we agreed, that it was going to be a fretless base. Because the cello is fretless. The cello is fretless, so the bass should also be, I think, is what we decided. Roy Adams, not Ralph McGutcheon. I was close. I made a copper maple strat for a customer once. No, you didn't. It was a telly. I just got it in my head. I got a picture. I gotta find somebody to make some custom, like, um, dimpled. Maybe not dimpled isn't the right word. Like, what do they call it when you like hammer little dings into metal and it makes a texture? It's like a metalworking technique where you add texture by making little dings in it. I make custom copper pickup surrounds with like that. The pick guard was a sheet of copper that I aged using industrial vinegar. So did it go green? I think I would have liked it better if before that. Stippling, is that what it's called? You like you make little dings in metal with a hammer and it makes a texture. I don't remember. Is it called stippling? Anyway, like pounded copper pickup surrounds, walnut top, base. You don't want to make the whole body out of walnut. It's stippling. Trust your internet friends. I've learned not to be able to. I've learned you can't always trust the internet friends. Oh, that's just hammered or worked. I just snapped this pick in half. Artisans also use traditional methods such as the bonfire method, working with copper and nothing more than hammers and anvil. It sounds like a AI generated something. Even still stippling sheets of various metals. Okay, go watch Spaceballs. I'm probably going to wrap this up here pretty quick too. I'll just finish off this gross pizza and go to bed. Let this guy out of my shop. Hold on. Go out. Bugs are stupid. Refreshed myself with this Tees Feeder Frontage Road, Texas, I guess. Frontage road craziness. They have two-way frontage roads that you just merge right on across the opposite traffic. What? Imagine having traffic going the other way as you cross without traffic light, and you just go across like the opposing flow of traffic, and you just like go through them. And you do that in like a semi truck because they're only for truckers. Sounds terrifying. So you'd be driving down the road and all of a sudden a semi will just like in front of you to get to the exit? Like that's I don't want that. Then they have Texas turnarounds, which let you get to the other side frontage road without going through stoplights. Again, no stopping. You just go and hope nobody is stupid. Okay. That sounds like a really good system. This fly is stupid. There's a giant door open right there that you could get out. Copper and walnut for Sean's base. I like it. Okay. The U-turns are actually okay. You merge. But in oh, I went glitch. In Maryland, there are a couple of places where they don't have enough space and you literally drive on the wrong side of the road to get to the exit. That's wow. Okay. I mean, if it does what it's supposed to do, I guess. Let's get this. We'll wrap it up. We'll aim for 2 hours. So we got about 8 minutes or so left. What do we want to talk about? It's all what you get used to. Yeah, there's lots of crappy road designs that you're just like, yeah, it's what we do here, I guess. I am glad to hear it. Headed to bed. There you go. You finished your thought. Okay, we'll see you next week. I'm gonna do the same thing. I think I'm just gonna crush the rest of this pizza. Maybe I'll check out this indigenous fella in Australia making music that apparently I have links to, and then I'm headed off to sleep myself. I wish admins had a dollar sign code to talk to other admins in YouTube live chats. Good job banning a guy kind of chats. I mean, you could just say that stuff out loud and for all of us. Matt, you want a wrench? I can give you a wrench too. Yeah, eventually just all of you guys will have wrenches. And then if anybody new shows up, they'll be like, why does everyone here have a wrench? Oh, Gretchen's out too. I have to say, I am very happy. You made me very happy when you sent me that message about how much you liked it. That was a good moment for me this week. Well, no, because I want to say that dude had it come in 3 strikes. Okay. Let me know what you think of the strat. Was hell making the plate? Well, I tell you what, though. Whatever it looks like, I'm not going to turn the copper green on Sean's base. I don't really dig the patinaed metal look in general. It can be cool, but it's not for me. It's really wonderful. I'm very happy that you're very happy with it. Pick is in your messenger. Okay, I'll check it out. Do you keep a log of photos of every guitar that you send out? Yeah, I imagine he does have to have it documented in some way. Remember the time, it was a while ago, you were like, somebody found one of my guitar bodies in like a discount bin somewhere or like at a thrift store or some shit? That was funny. Okay. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. We will see you next week, and whatnot, and so on and so forth. If you haven't watched the Letterbox video, go there now and watch it. Start it at the beginning. If you already started it, you have to start it again. I'm sorry. In order for the continuity and the storytelling. And then give it a thumb, and give this a thumb on your way out, and leave me a comment on that video. Help it get out to more people. I need more people watching stuff that I do. Bye. I'm going to start my business plan for my $1 billion copper smelting plant in Houston. Because I promised Senator Ralph McGutcheon.